Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Macon Bibb County Committee of the Whole meeting. Today is Tuesday, May the 10th, and the time is now 9 o'clock. I'd like to welcome everyone here and begin our meeting like we always do with item 1A. Item 1A is the minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting from April 12th, 2022. At this time, I entertain a motion to approve. Got a motion by Pro Tem Clark. We get a second? Second by Commissioner Wynn. Sorry. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries. Have a light on Commissioner Watkins.
Oh, as it related to last meeting, we were discussing the LMIG proposals, and one of the things that we were going to get back was an update on full streets. Yeah, I was wondering where we were at with that.
We received your email and responded to it on yesterday. We have requested that information from the engineers and traffic, and we'll give those to you just as soon as we get them ourselves.
Give us a timeline on when because we voted last week, and I'm still waiting on information.
Put it in a presentation form, so hopefully I have it for you by your next meeting.
Thank you.
Yeah, we voted last week on items that had already been voted on before, and we were just funding those. I think this is a total roads from all Bibb County that we're trying to see what previous studies have been done and the total amount to get repaired.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Lucas?
Yeah, I responded to Commissioner Watkins' inquiry about the road projects.
Yes, ma'am. Update on
is
Jeffersonville, Pinedale, all that's becoming at the same time.
When did you say that's?
As soon as we just made the request after our meeting to Charles Brooks and to Nigel to get all that information in so we can forward it to you.
We have all the data. I just need to put it in a form that's easily readable, like just the street, the condition of the road, and how much it would be to pave it. So I'm gonna try to put all that down. It's a lot of roads, but we'll try to, because they graded all of them with the robotics program, and so we just need to compile it into one list. And so hopefully I have it for you in the next few days.
Okay, now Jeffersonville Road and Pine Hill, those are projects that have been ongoing, that have been approved, that have been.
I sent the update from Jeffersonville Road last week from GDOT.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they're working on Jeffersonville Road. So I gave you the update. They said they had some delays, and hopefully I forget the end date that they're striving for, but they are striving to get finished with it.
So are they driving this car? Are they the ones that are determining? We had a binding contract with them, and it just seems like we're allowing them to do it the way they want to do it. Aren't they the same folks that are doing the interchange? Are they the same ones?
I'm not sure if they're using the same contractor, but the contract with Jeffersonville Road did run into some delays. They asked for an extension due to several reasons, and if not, they don't make this extension, there is a per daily penalty, Michael, that we can impose.
Are they paying it?
It hasn't went into effect yet. There's a deadline that we're pretty sure they're not going to meet. But after that deadline expires, there'll be a per day penalty that and Michael can tell you more about it.
Right, that's correct. Their expiration date, their deadline is the end of May. They've estimated it's going to take them until July to get everything finished, and so it's, I believe, $750 a day that we're going to deduct out of their invoices for every day that they're over that.
$750 per day.
$750.
Do you know how this is looking to the folks over there? We've approved Bass Road and got stuff going on that. It is very, very frustrating, and you're telling me that they're guiding this process. It just sounds that way to me. I just don't know what to tell people.
Well, you can tell them what you know, and
Right.
that's all that we know at this point in time. I understand it's frustrating. I travel that road as well as you do, more often than I do, but I think that we've heard from the community there. We've done everything humanly possible that we can do as a local body. This is entirely their project now. It was our insistence on them to finish this project some time ago that set this deadline and set these penalties, and we're going to hold them to that. It doesn't make it any easier, give any more answers to you, but that's the only update that we have. I can tell you Has nothing to do with the lack of due diligence on our part as a local government body. But we can't control what GDOT, who they select as the person doing the work, and has absolutely nothing to do with the interstate or the Bass Road project. It's a totally separate project within itself. So as updates come in, we'll continue to update you, and Dr. Moffitt's going to put the other information in a form that's easily readable and send that to all commissioners as well as myself. Thank you. Going to move on to announcements. The announcements, we don't have any that I'm aware of this morning. We do have several items on the agenda, and we have a need to go into executive session here soon. But item 3A is a street closure and abandon. 3A is a resolution authorizing the mayor to close and abandon a portion of Cason Street and adjacent 10-foot alleyway and remove such path from official road map, Macon-Bibb County. We have our attorney here to explain that situation to us.
Good morning, Commissioners. Mayor Miller. I'm Assistant County Attorney Adriana Beavers. I received a petition to purchase the dead end of Cason Street from the Macon Transit Authority. The properties bordering the proposed areas for closure are wholly owned by the Macon Transit Authority. There is one neighbor that is on the same street but would not be affected by the closure, and they did receive notice. They have not contacted me, and I have not been informed that they contacted Madam Clerk as well.
And we also have a hearing set for this as well.
Yes, sir. There shall be a hearing on Tuesday next week before our meeting for public comments on this project.
Okay. So we'll entertain a motion for approval as far as committee of the whole at this time. And I'll make that motion. Can we get a second? Second by Commissioner Wynn. Discussion regarding this item.
When I was looking at the diagram, I did notice that other owner of some property there, and I did want to make sure that we don't do this and then we end up with somebody coming back, because there was a kind of a similar thing a few years ago, and the folks in the area, once the decision was about to be made, the folks in the area, we found out not only did it impact fire protection and the emergency vehicles being able to get in and out of there, but the neighbors just were up in arms about it. So we just want to make sure that everybody knows what's about to happen there.
The only non-Macon Transit Authority neighbor was mailed notice to contact our office or the clerk's office if they wish to make an objection or a comment specifically, as well as the public hearing for next Tuesday is being advertised.
Okay, I think we just need to make one more effort to get that person to respond so we don't hear about it later on, because there could be something going on that we don't know about. So, thank you.
Thank you. We'll make sure we do that. We'll send out notice of that hearing, which will be shortly before our meeting, I think, next week. So we do have a motion and a second. Any further questions regarding this motion? Seeing no questions, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That motion will carry and will be sent to consent agenda. Commissioner Watkins, you have, your light keeps going on and off.
Yes, thank you. And it's concerning, I guess, the agenda as a whole. I guess last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, we received a recommendation from the Board of Elections on their election supervisor. Me and the county attorney staff drafted that resolution, and I noticed it's not on the agenda today. So I guess I'm asking for it to be added at this time.
What in particular you want to be added to the agenda? Do you have a written motion?
Yes, it was drafted by the attorney's office and sent to your office.
I don't have anything drafted and sent, but I know it's not on the agenda. If you'd like to make that oral motion and write it down, that'd be fine. We'll add it to the agenda if we've got 5 folks willing to do so.
Yes, and can I please have a copy here, if that's been an issue? Sorry to put the attorney's office on the spot like that, but like I say, it is drafted, and I was under anticipation through verbal communications that it was, but yeah, so.
We have your draft resolution ready. I would just need a couple minutes to go print some copies. I can bring it down.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think you can make the recommendation orally, and you can provide the draft to us and see if we got enough folks to put on the agenda.
Okay.
So if you'd like to make that motion this time, we'll. Okay. Okay, we'll take a vote on it then. I appreciate you telling me that. Okay, we have a motion, by, Commissioner Watkins, a second by Commissioner Lucas to add, this item to the agenda on the Board of Elections. We'll start with a vote on that. We'll take a, roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Wynn.
I would like to know what I'm voting for.
Yeah.
No, I know we talked about it, but what is the what is it for exactly?
Well, I understand that this is Commissioner Watkins' resolution, not
I know,
mine.
Open to answer the question if the discussion is permissible.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Board of Elections, like I said, they sent. I think Mr. McNeil forwarded us the email last week that they voted and went through a process of selecting election supervisor. Last name Ford. I think they sent the resume and all of that stuff over as well. And the resolution was simply, I guess, confirming that recommendation for us to vote up or down here today, so they can continue their process of as elections get closer. They have some concerns, and it's been here, and I guess within the Bibb County organization for a couple of weeks now. So.
Commissioner, the motion would not approve or disapprove of the nominee. It was simply, you're voting simply to add that to the agenda for discussion, if you vote for it.
Sorry. Yeah.
Commissioner Wynn, how do you vote?
No.
Mr. Bronson, how do you vote? Commissioner Lucas, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Jones, how do you vote?
No.
Mr. Clark, how do you vote? No. Mr. Wilder, how do you vote? No. Commissioner Howell, how do you vote? No. Commissioner Watkins, how do you vote? No. Commissioner Tillman, how do you vote?
No.
Motion fails. Going to move on with the rest of order of business. Item 3B is a resolution to authorize the mayor to execute a quitclaim deed for the sale of the property in Macon Bibb County Transit Authority, totaling approximately 0.17 acres, located at Dead Cassan Street and the Jessup 10 alleyway, for the fair market value of $22,053. This is part and parcel of the item we voted on 3A. As my motion, can I get a second? Second by Commissioner Wynn. Any discussion regarding this particular item? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries, will be sent to consent agenda. Item 4A is a contract for implementation or renewal. It's a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a construction contract with F.H. Passion Nielsen and Associates, LLC, for repairs for the interior and exterior of the Fire Station 12 in an amount of $125,426 to be paid from capital improvement funds, fire department line item. You can see a picture of what that is over there at the Rocky Creek. We discussed this previously about the automobile that went through there, and these are the cost of the repairs, and since we're self-insured, we'll be making those repairs in advance. I get a motion for approval of that item. A motion by Commissioner Wilder. Can I get a second? Second by Commissioner Tillman. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion regarding this particular item? I know my hearing's better on the left today. So we have a motion and a second. No further discussion. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. Item 5A is a resolution authorizing the acceptance of the public safety officials' first responders pay supplement grant, State of Georgia, the amount of $797,064 with no local match awarded to Macon Bibb County. Just to let you know, this is the 1,000 per that the state did. We have to formally adopt the resolutions, although we've already expended the monies to our public safety officers, those that are with us, under our control, outside our control, and those that used to work with us that no longer work with us. We pass through all that money to them. So I entertain a motion at this time for approval. Got a motion by Commissioner Bronson. Can we get a second? Second by, I think I heard Commissioner Jones over here had a second. We have a motion and a second. Any questions regarding this item? Hearing no questions, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. Commissioner Chairman, I have no idea what you're talking about. This is the state $1,000 the governor recommended, and and the body up there approved, then this is simply a resolution that we've already given the money. It's not an additional $1,000 coming out of county funds. These are,
Yeah, this
these are
just
what's
is,
done by the state.
we paid it up front. This is just us accepting the money to reimburse us. From the governor, right? Yes. Yeah, you asked me, did everybody get paid? Everyone that should have got paid, got paid.
Well, I thought I was talking to both of y'all, but it's just strange when the mayor says, I have no idea. When a person says, I have no idea, that means you never in your life heard about it. So,
I didn't
and then
tell
it
them
ends
that.
up on the agenda. Well, listen, the people appreciate it. We're fine. I'm just saying. I don't want to act like I'm naive or going crazy, because I know I talked to you about it a couple of weeks
To
ago.
be perfectly clear, Commissioner Tillman, you did inquire a couple weeks ago about the $1,000 payment to all of our folks at that time, and they'd already been paid.
I have no idea.
This is a resolution.
Thank you, sir.
I had no idea about this resolution you're talking about, and I think this is the first of all of us have heard about that. But we'll be happy to add you on the sponsor, give you complete control, and you can be the main sponsor for all I care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So we do have a motion second. We've already voted on that? Yes, you have. Okay, unanimously. Thank you very much. That'll be sent to consent agenda. We do have a need to go into executive session. That executive session for consultation with county attorney or other legal counsel to discuss pending potential litigation, settlement claims, administrative proceedings, personnel, and all other actions allowed by law. This time, I entertain a motion to go into executive session for those purposes. Got a motion by Commissioner, who's that over there? Mr. Tillman, second by Mayor Pro Tem Clark. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. We're now in executive session. I'd like to make a motion, we come out of executive session, get a second? Second by Mayor Pro Tem Clark. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries. We're now out of executive session. We have one item remaining on the agenda. This concerns leases and sale agreements. Item 7A is a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a lease agreement with United Cerebral Palsy of Georgia, Inc., for the lease of office space located at 2992 Crestline Drive. That's my motion. Can I get a second? Got a second by Commissioner Wynn. Anyone have any questions? We do have our attorney here to answer any questions regarding that lease. Hearing no questions, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries unanimously. Be sent to consent agenda. That concludes our business today, and this meeting is hereby adjourned.